I wanted to give my son every advantage in school, and learning a second language is only an advantage, not a disadvantage. I did do my research. There were studies that show that children that have learned a second language score higher on their SATs and get better grades in high school.
Our school district, we're very fortunate because there are other school districts that you have to pay for your child to take Spanish immersion as an extracurricular and pay for that. So we're really lucky that this is part of our day-to-day learning for our kiddos.
That I was actually fairly worried about was being able to be involved in Magnolia's education and Eleanor's education as, they were going through the years. And I actually found it to be really quite natural because of all the support that we got from the teachers. I mean, the teachers are simply amazing. So practically speaking, the assignments that Magnolia would bring home very often had instructions in English. And if I ever had any questions about what something meant or, how to read something, I could easily connect with the teachers. But then also Magnolia and I just worked together.
It's been really good. I think essentially it's been actually a benefit to help Maddie, that's our daughter, read. I think it's actually been an improvement to go down this path of learning a different language. I think it actually enhances and improves your first language skills as well. So I think that's great. And being immersed with a different language kind of, I think, makes you think a little bit differently as well. Which I think is a good thing. So it kind of opens your mind, open your eyes to new experiences. So I think it's been a very positive experience in general, overall. So we're really happy. We couldn't be more happier, actually. So.
But the classroom experience is about practicing and learning. And I think sometimes school can become about performing, but when you're doing it in another language, it really is about practicing. And so it's just a warm, welcoming, safe environment where kids really get to learn. And that's what I love about Spanish immersion.
I think that I know a little bit of Spanish because I took Spanish in high school. So I'm probably not a good one to answer this question, but I know that the teachers are great resources.
I know not. I mean, I just can count to 10. See, I'm pretty much, I don't speak Spanish at all.
I know that the teachers are great resources for
Right.
if you need help with the Spanish part of it. I know that there is also a Spanish parent-teacher monthly meeting that they hold too. So if you need help, helping your child there, you can go to those and get more information.
But you just ask them what that means, which is probably actually good, because then they sit there and think about what that word means translated in English, Mm-hmm. So I guess it's probably helped both of us, right. But it's awesome to see your kids, these little kids, not fluently speak Spanish, but pretty much say a sentence, count up to ridiculous numbers, over 100, to see a first grader, almost do that. It's pretty heartwarming. It's pretty sweet. I think it's great.
And if all else fails, we have Google or Alexa. So
right.
we can always search the internet for, if we need help with the Spanish part of it. So that's pretty cool.
As a parent, it's like,
right.
Something I don't know, I'll sneak over to Alexa and quick ask her,
Yep.
Faith in the program, faith in the teachers who are teaching the program. And then just through learning, through distance learning during COVID, during quarantine, then I was able to start to interact with their course material. And I didn't understand it, but very quickly I found out that I could help them and still help them to progress without me actually having to understand the material myself.
And the tools that are offered through the Princeton School District in order to navigate through their homework are right there for you. I've had a tremendous amount of help from teachers that Judah has had. He's in the first grade now.
So for an example, when she reads an English early reader, if the sentence is something like, "The boy will give the cat milk," she will read that sentence in using Spanish phonetics as she reads it. So she would go through and she would read those words knowing that she's reading in English. When she first came to the word give, and she pronounced it in Spanish. She's pronounced it with Spanish phonetic sounds. So she read that word give, and it was really interesting to watch because she immediately, because of the context words and what she was thinking about, she immediately knew give. Oh, give, that word is give. And it took one time, and now every time she reads give in English, she reads it as give, and she reads it in Spanish another way. It clicked inside of her head, and it just happened for her.
It's the community of the parents in the program. So we have a really close bond with some of the other parents that have their kids in the program that I don't think we would have been really close with, been friends with, but those relationships are just so valuable.
And it's also great to see a special bond that forms between the kids in the program, because it's a smaller program, and so the kids are in some of the same classes year after year after year with the same peers, and they get to know each other really well, and they form a special bond knowing that they're in the Spanish Immersion program.
We love that she gets the exposure at a young age to another culture and learning how to read and speak in Spanish and kind of see how things are done somewhere else.
I think that the most unexpected thing is just the family atmosphere and just being able to interact constantly with other teachers. Like my kids didn't leave their kindergarten teachers behind. They didn't leave their first grade teachers behind. We still see them, and it still feels very much like it's a community of teachers who are interacting with my kids.
The best part about having our children in Spanish immersion is it's rewarding to see them growing so much. I mean, they can communicate with each other. Our first grader and our fourth grader can communicate with each other in Spanish, and I kind of know a little bit, but Dad has no idea what's going on. So it's pretty fun to see them just learning so much more.
We'll be sitting at supper, because we sit down every night, eat supper together, and then all of a sudden they just go off on a tangent talking Spanish, and I'm just constantly asking what are they saying. They're laughing, pointing at me,